What's up, everybody? You're listening to Where's My 40 Acres, the Boob Tube podcast, and this week we're reviewing the blackest show on television right now. FX is on Atlanta. Shout out to Donald Glover, man.
I mean, how would you know you were alive unless you knew you would die?
My boy hooked you up. He made you the lemon pepper joints, but these got the sauce on them.
Life itself is but a series of close calls.
What is up, everybody? You are listening to Where's My 40 Acres podcast, and these are the Atlanta recaps. This is episode 8, North of the Border. I want to make sure. I think episode 7. No, wait. I want to make sure these numbers are right. Is this 8 or is this 9?
This is 9.
This is 9. Okay, this is episode 9, North of the Border. My bad. I threw because I knew 7 was Champagne Poppy. That's why I started wanting to backtrack. Like, wait, I think 8 was Woods, which would make this Woods. North of the Border.
This was North of the Border, aka Earn Gonna Learn.
Yeah, this is the Earn Gonna Learn episode, and next week will be the We Gonna Learn About Earn episode because they did it. They're gonna do it this season. That whole flashback when they was kids.
It helped. Like everything that we said they were gonna do is coming true. This is why y'all need to keep listening to us.
You know what we talking about. So, North of the Border, man. Wow. So not a whole lot happened. But
a whole lot happened.
Not a whole lot happened, but this definitely was like semi kind of the fly on the wall episode from Breaking Bad, where there is tension and some shit that needs to be talked about. But the way that shit goes down here, Earn doesn't say anything, and that just amplifies my frustration with his character. He don't even try to stand up for himself. He internalizes all of that emotion and anger and any type of rebuttal or I don't know, like just response he might have had to Paper Boi basically semi-firing him. He wasn't even fully fired yet. It was just kind of like bro, I'm making moves without you. You know, it was a heads up. And
yeah, that's what I saw. It was a heads up. It was like, hey, like I'm letting you know. Almost like I'm letting you know, and you're gonna get one more chance, type of thing. You know what I mean? Because at one point he was like, "You fam, but you know we got to start getting this money. We got to do stuff."
He said, "You family man, and I'm trying to ride with you, but sometimes that ain't enough.
But you make it hard."
Yeah, he said money is important. It's getting colder out here. You know, we opened up the episode with Paper Boi packing the heat because of what happened last episode. Like. And plus, they don't know where they're going. It's a different world now. Niggas do be trying to rob him now. It's happened twice.
Yeah, I mean, and like this is one of the few episodes where you get to see, you kind of know how much time passed just from the fact that you look at Paper Boi, he still got the Band-Aid on his nose from all the shit that happened. So we know that this is very closely after the Woods jump, and the whole season, Paper Boi has been trying The whole season been telling him that he's in a different world now, from getting robbed when he was trying to re-up with his man, when the dude that knew him ended up robbing him probably because he like, you got some shit, you got some money, which is like him like, he can't keep staying in his life. He can't be a dude on the street and Paper Boi. He can't do both of those.
Nah.
So now after the Woods, he's finally like, all right, I can't do this. So I got to go all in with Paper Boi, and he knows like this is the time I have to put some stuff in it, and then because of his dedication in it, he's starting to see now that Earn ain't always the best, and Paper. I don't even think Paper Boi is expecting him to be great because like they're both learning together, but I think he's expecting to see some growth and to see him putting a little bit more effort for, and he's not seeing that shit.
It's frustrating. There is a point in this episode where they find out that the car got totaled. Well, not totaled, but She basically trashed the car, and then they threw all their clothes outside on the lawn, and she cut holes and all of their shit, stole his weed, stole Ern's laptop, which this should have been obvious because there was a scene before this where they're walking up the street in their whole TLC fashion, and Paper Boi says, man, that girl Violet better not touch my weed, though. And all I kept thinking was, why ain't y'all going back to the crib, though? Like, I don't understand. Like, at that point, when you running from niggas, you need to go back to the crib and get your shit.
Yeah, I knew from the start that their shit was gonna be fucked up.
Of course it was gonna be fucked up. They left it at a crazy girl house who be dreaming about cranes and alligators. Like, what the fuck was you doing leaving your shit there? But there's a point where Paper Boi realizes his weed has been taken, right? And he looks at how cut up his shit is, and he just like yells at the sky. And that's not a frustration. That's not an anger, like a super anger yell. That is frustration. That is a, man, I'm so tired of giving this nigga chances. Like, every time I trust this nigga and I know that shit don't feel right, it's some shit end up happening, and I knew it was gonna happen, but I be trying to give niggas chances. Like, you have moments like that in your life where you really blaming yourself for the stupid shit that you be allowing yourself to get wrapped up into because of other niggas that you know ain't gonna do better and always trying to cut some corners and do some slick shit. And he had just had this conversation with Ern. You always trying to cut corners, man. Like, I don't think you cut out for this. Like, I gave you chances. And that yell was like, man, I fucked myself this time. Like, I'm laughing. I'm yelling at this guy, and I'm laughing instead of being angry at how bad I fucked myself.
Yeah. And from the beginning, when the episode starts, right, you see them packing up to go to this thing. And it almost sounds like from the beginning, like Ern got his stuff together. Like, we're going to go in and do this thing. We got to get the college crowd. We get the college crowd. They can start to move. And then, maybe we doing this thing now, but maybe we can parlay that into a spring fling, which is a bigger thing, which has a bigger payday, right? So you kind of see, like, cool, putting stuff together, actually making moves, right? And then there's the part where they start talking about where they're going to stay. And then that's when Paper Boi, it gets that look like, this ain't gonna work. When he's like, we not staying in a hotel situation. We're gonna stay. And then Ern like shows this, good looking girl. This who we gonna stay with. And then we can pocket that money for a hotel and stuff like that. And you like, when you see that, you like, it's not going to go well. But it's also like you put in a lot of work to hustle what? We talking what? This is Paper Boi. He won't looking to stay in no 5-star junk. We talking about $100 for y'all to share a room or something. Not a lot.
It's
but you doing all that work like that. It almost feels like hustling backwards. You're doing all that stuff to save a couple dollars.
He is
looking at the big picture.
He's deeper in the hole. He got robbed at the beginning of the season. He been trying to find a new character to get out of it. They ain't been making money crazy like that, but they making a little change. And I want to talk about what you said in the beginning. You said it looked like Ern was getting his shit together. I went back and I watched this episode again for like the 4th time, and I actually paid attention to the conversation between Ern and Paper Boi opening, where you can tell that Paper Boi is exhausted with dealing with Ern's talkings. And by that, I mean he is exhausted with Ern talking circles around shit and not being transparent with what he's doing, and coming to find out later when they in a fucked up situation what was really going on, or last minute and they can't make no fucking changes, like the fact that they ain't staying in no hotel in no whole other state. But if you listen,
he's asking him specific questions too that
you got to at this point.
He just
can't trust this nigga. But if you listen to Ern in the beginning, he's like, yeah, man. So, man, you got, we do this show at Statesboro, this college, you got to do this college tour stuff. And the next one, that's a guarantee. Spring Fling is a guaranteed $60K. And you're like, cause you notice now he ain't the one that said that he won't get paid. It was Paper Boi that said he won't get paid later when he was talking to Tracy. Said we doing shows for free and shit. Now, Ern said that's $60K guaranteed if they do Spring Fling. The reason that they staying at this girl Violet spot, besides the fact that it's free because she crazy and she got 300 Instagram followers, it's because...
Did she know somebody from Spring Fling?
It's because her roommate is the treasurer for the school. And Ern, like, if we get in there, Then, you know, her roommate is the treasurer. We might even be able to get more than $60K next year if I finesse. And it's like, nigga, you don't never finesse. What are you talking about? Like, you don't do this. This not you. Don't be big up in yourself like this. These are things that could happen. See, Earn lives in the possibilities world without having any foot or ground in reality. And that's the fucking problem. Paper Boi is like, man, I don't mind if you dream, but nigga, be grounded with your dreams. And he not grounded with any of this shit. He just be doing shit and it's like, yo, I'm saving us hotel money. Because later on, Paper Boi is like, we ended up in a situation because you didn't want to put up the money for a hotel that I could have made in an hour off the block, that, you know, that I could have re-upped in an hour on the block. It wasn't that big of a fucking deal. The risk you just took, it had worse. It was much less payout for doing it than if we had never done it at all. There was no real benefit for doing this shit.
Like a hotel room, we talking about
in Atlanta in Georgia.
It was supposed to be 3 of them. So we talking about y'all getting a hotel around a college campus. We talking like 100 a night. You know what I mean? And you really only need one for one night because you're gonna be there to do the show, party a little bit, and then leave.
You coming back?
Like you're not paying a lot. In the long run, you are really not paying a lot. And then the other part, why you gotta finesse? Why can't you just go talk to the treasurer?
I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Like why
can't you just go talk to her directly? Like, hey,
that's his problem.
We performing today. I'm the manager for Paper Boi. We want to talk about the future and other endeavors we can do together.
Like, and it don't look professional with you staying up in the treasurer's house. And I'm assuming maybe the treasurer was Honey, because Honey was the only one that wasn't feeling them niggas all up in her fucking crib, dog. But you got crazy roommates like Violet. That's the shit you deal with. Honey ain't want no part of that bullshit. If you notice, she ain't go to the party. Like, that was Violet and the other girl that went to the fucking party together.
Yeah. Like, she was the one that answered the door, and she was like,
niggas.
Like, yeah.
You know, they stayed in. I'm looking at 3-star hotel averaging in Statesboro is $110. $110 could have saved them probably more weed. They probably had weed in there that was worth way more than $110. Earn's laptop was definitely worth more than $110. Their clothes and shoes was worth more than $110. And the damage that Paper Boi took to his car is gonna cost him more than $110 to get fixed.
I'm thinking like, man, when we went to DC, we paid like $110 for a room
in DC.
So you telling me you can't find a cheap room? Again, it is not like Paper Boi and Beyonce where you gonna need to stay or something like that. Paper Boi just need a room. Y'all just need a room. You know what I mean? You find a regular hotel, get your room, get your shit straight, go perform, party, go back the next day, change, maybe take a little nap and go home. That's what you're doing. We're talking one night.
And it's your personal space. It's your personal space. You know what I'm saying? If you get into it with some of them or whatever, y'all can just go back to the hotel and chill, man. Y'all ain't got to do shit. Go back to the hotel, smoke, drink, whatever, pass out after the show. If you want to go to some parties, that's cool, but you still need a place to see. My thing about getting hotels, period, when going places, ain't about even like having a hotel. I ain't big on just, I need a hotel, but you know what I am worried about? My shit. I want my shit somewhere safe, bruh. If I'm taking my camera, if I'm taking my laptop and stuff, I ain't trying to leave it at nobody's fucking house. I don't know who coming up and through people's fucking houses, bro. Then if my shit gets stolen, niggas be like, oh man, shit don't never get stolen from here. Nigga, today the first day? Get the fuck out of here. Hotel, I know my shit locked.
You got some liability on that.
Some liability. Like, if, you know what I'm saying, I can at least be in the hotel. And hotels will tell you we ain't necessarily responsible if shit gets stolen out your rooms. But nigga, that at least give you a place to start. You know your shit was in the hotel. Only niggas that got access to your room is you and the people at the front desk. And you start from there. If you got to sue the hotel to get your laptop and shit back, that's probably something you can do.
And at the very least, let's say if you can't get your shit back or something, and you can't go there, man, the hotels like that, just to not have bad publicity, will be like, man, we're going to give you free rooms.
Right. They'll give you something.
We'll give you a couple $100 of free room just because it's cheaper for us to keep it quiet. It's cheaper than you being angry. We'll figure something out.
Man, and hotels got cameras too, dog. Like, they got cameras. Ain't nobody just run up to your floor in a hotel and at no point was these niggas caught on camera taking your shit out the elevator, out the front door. Like, you got levels of security with a hotel, unless you stay at a piece of shit hotel. Like, that matters too. He could have stayed at a hotel that cost $35 a night where they got pimps in the room adjacent. Like, nah, homie, we staying at hotels, not motels. and we staying at something that requires
decent hotel. They got cameras.
Yeah, you need to have to walk past the front desk to get to my rooms. That's what I need. I need you to have to walk past security in the front desk to even get to the elevators. Granted, anybody can walk in a hotel past the front desk and take the elevators, but it's gonna look really weird to niggas at the front desk. They see people rolling out with other people's shit at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and getting into people's rooms, they got all of that shit on camera. So you got something, but you don't know these girls from Adam. You don't know these girls.
And another part that got me though too is, you know, you all of us get that Ern is learning on the go, right? And he actually, the first season, he actually did some nice little hustle stuff to try to, you know, get on and try to get radio play and stuff like that. That was cool. But let's talk about like when they went to, you know, like Spotify, right? And when they met Clark County, and that's the first time I think they met Clark County's manager. That's the first time,
yeah.
You telling me that if you were managing somebody you just starting, and you meet a manager of another up and comer or somebody or a manager who's been in the game for a while, you telling me you're not gonna ask that person questions? I
always network. When I meet other photographers, I network. When I meet other podcast heads, I network.
You telling me like you're not gonna try? All right, man. Oh, that's cool. You know, we trying to look for some stuff, you know, but I just feel like we can't get in and stuff. And that person, now the person might not give you nothing, but you can at least, I tried. I asked, you know what I mean? But you might get a manager like, yeah, man, I see how it is, man. Sometimes you got to do this. Well, here's a, you know, I had to do this and this when I was coming up. Or here's a number of somebody you can call. Or here's a number of somebody that I worked with before that got us.
Yeah.
They got like a small stage somewhere that we did shows at. Like, you asking questions can get you a lot of shit just by sitting there and ask. But at no point we see, I think it was at least twice this season we seen Clark County's manager, and I've never seen Ern talk to him. Like, just
he stood there one time awkwardly.
I seen that.
That's the only thing I remember. He stood there one time, mad awkwardly, and that was like, and then he just left on his own because they was ignoring him. Cause he didn't speak up. Like, I get it, man. I've been in Ern's situation before, even with the Tracy incident, even with him getting his ass whooped because he wanted to fight a nigga he knew he shouldn't have been fighting, or just fighting in a situation where he shouldn't have been fighting. Period. Like, I get that feeling like people don't treat you with the respect that you think you deserve, or you always feeling like you left out, or you don't fill in, or you feeling like your position being taken. Because there was a point in this film where Paper Boi and Tracy was running, and you hear Tracy yell, "Me and Paper Boi," and like, that's what Ern is worried about. Ern is worried about not being in the clique and not having something to do. Like, he feels he needs to be important. He want to stunt, he want to finesse, but the problem is Ern trying to like skip steps in this shit. He not earning his shit. That I don't understand why he keep doing the same stuff though. And there's a line where Paper Boi is like, "We got different standards." They completely have different standards. That's crazy when somebody who sell drugs and is trying to be a fucking trap rapper is talking to their manager like, "Me and you got different standards." Your manager should be the one talking you out of everything you doing. Ern should have been trying to get him off the block. Like, "Yo, I'm gonna get you opportunities. You ain't gotta sell no more." I ain't never heard Ern say that once this whole season.
I didn't even see Ern when he picked up the gun. I ain't see Ern be like, "Yo, you don't need that, man. Put that down, man."
Right.
I understand what's going on, but look, we ain't gonna need that shit.
None of that.
And like you said with Tracy, the reason why Paper Boi wasn't mad with Tracy, because Tracy was being Tracy. Tracy was doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm bringing Tracy to be my security, that's what Tracy did.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, now Tracy went. I mean, we neither one of us agree with what his actions with
Hell
this girl. No. We don't agree with that shit. But there's a part of it where you got that one friend that I know what to expect of him. I know that he's gonna give me this, and then I keep him at a certain distance because I know I ain't gonna give him no more.
We had a friend like that. We had a nigga in our crew like that.
You not supposed to be like that, Ern. You supposed to be better. You know what I mean? You supposed to do more.
We've absolutely been in that situation.
I expect more of you than I do of Tracy.
And I like it, and it was so reminiscent of when we was in school, man. Like, I was like, oh my God, that's our boy from back in the day. That is him. And when you said, yo, bro, calm down. Bro, did you punch that girl in the face on the bus? What are you doing, nigga? Like stuff like that. But you knew when you did need him. It was times we was like, hey, we need old boy with us though. Cause we knew he was gonna do some stupid shit we shouldn't have been doing in the first fucking place. But if you need somebody to back you up, this is the person you want in your corner. I even said it on Twitter. I was like,
there was times you got. Oh, go ahead, man.
I was just saying, even when I was on Twitter, I was like, listen, when they was running through them hallways, I was like, whichever way Tracy run, that's the way I'm running.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get caught, I'm gonna get caught with somebody that's got some hands.
Yeah. And the thing is, and you've been mad at that dude, right? There's been times like our mutual friend, we mad. There's been times where I wanted to fight him, but I also knew that shit ain't gonna go well.
You better be ready to fight.
I ain't no fighter.
You better be ready to fight.
I ain't no fighter. That shit's not gonna go well. So I push it down. But that was Ern trying to prove himself
again.
But again in the wrong way.
It was the y'all gonna respect me. No, if I gotta fight this, I'm gonna fight this nigga because y'all ain't gonna just be talking shit. And that was a fight that didn't need to happen. That wasn't a I'm standing up for myself fight. That was a you big mad over nothing. Like you real big mad, and you don't even need to be fighting right now. It didn't
start with Tracy though. It started with him kicking the door to the girl house after all this shit going there. And I think there was one part when he's kicking and everybody like they're all doing it and everybody's mad and upset, right? But when they go do it, Darius walks over there like, dude, come on, man. And they're like, man, stop,
and
chill.
He pushes Darius
like,
off.
Yeah, he's like, the man, stop, chill. But there's one part, because like you hear Paper Boi in the background, like, I think when he pulls it, or right before he pulls it, he said, don't do this to me. Being like a plea to being like, you know, I'm on papers. You know what I mean? It's one thing to sit there and be like in the middle of the courtyard being like, oh shit, that ain't gonna bring nobody to you. But by kicking a door and pulling the fire alarm, that's bringing attention.
Bruh, that but fucking Tracy.
But you mad and this is the way you're trying to prove yourself. And you think that that's the way that they're going to respect. And the funny thing is, he's with a group of people who they respect you for being you. They never asked Ern to be anything different.
He can't do that though.
You know what I mean? They didn't ask him to be no macho. They didn't ask him to do anything else. They boys, so you gonna get joked for little stuff. That's just how it is. Only thing they asked Ern to do, if you're gonna manage. Ern
don't like himself.
That's how you prove yourself.
But Ern don't like himself. That's why I'm like, I want to see what happened at Princeton. I want to see if he got his ass whooped by a white boy at a frat party or some bullshit. Or if he just wasn't accepted into the black culture, what little of it was that was at Princeton. Like, I want to see what happened to him where somebody stunted on him and, you know, he felt lesser than everybody else. He felt like he'll never be one of those niggas that he want to be.
It could be something as simple as he, down where he was a big fish in a small pond. Mm-hmm. And he went somewhere and reality hit. You know, like everybody had a dent where you might be the smartest. I mean, he got the princess, so we know the dude's smart, right? You might be the smartest one around. And then you go to a place where everybody's smart. Now you're not exceptional anymore. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now you got to put forth a little bit more. Now you got to do more than just being like, oh, I'm smart and that's going to get me by. Like, nah, yeah, you smart. So is everybody else here. You know, but I was sitting there. I was hoping, you know, when they were sitting there in the frat with the white dudes after the white dudes left, and had them do a little snap dance. Right, it's just Ern and Paper Boi, you know, kind of telling him like, you know, we need to talk about what's really going on. And Paper Boi again being real with them, didn't say anything about like you fired or anything like this. And I was waiting for Ern to be like, just look, the way he looked at him, I thought he was going to be like, give me one more shot. Give me one more shot. Let me show you. Because I think that's what Paper Boi wanted to hear. Because Paper Boi wasn't like, I'm just leaving and I'll go on to another manager, man, fuck you. Paper Boi was like, I want to run with you. But if you keep doing this, it just can't happen.
I'm not even sure Paper Boi was looking for that. I feel like Paper Boi was just straight up giving him the heads up. I don't think Paper Boi was looking, because at this point, if Earn does say, "No, man, just give me a chance," that's same old Earn. You can't. You got to take everything he say. You got to take his actions at face value over his words at this point. You can't trust anything he tell you. So when you tell him, "Hey man, I've been talking to Clark County manager," who we can kind of see ain't really. Like, we know Clark County situation is kind of weird in the first fucking place after that studio meeting they had. But even with the manager, he was like, "Yo, y'all got some weed," and he couldn't, come through on that. I'm wondering what the managing is like. And there was a point where I'm not sure if they was talking about Paper Boi set or Clark County set. But they was like, somebody was like, "Yo, you did good that night." And the manager went, "Yeah, it was good for a college set."
No, I think he was talking about Clark County's junk, because he came out, and this because this after he said, "Oh yeah, you did good tonight," and then he said, "Yeah, it's good for a college set and stuff like that," and then Clark County said, "Yeah, your set was good too."
So I don't understand that. I don't understand that response from your manager. It was good for a county set. What is that trying to show, that he got higher standards? What was that supposed to say?
I mean, it could have been. It could have been like, "Hey, this was a little thing we were doing." Because we know that Clark, the dude got Yoo-Hoo commercial, so we know that he's on a different level. He got the Yoo-Hoo commercial, he had the soundtrack stuff and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he got all that. So I felt this as a little, I ain't gonna say as a step back, but something smaller than what they were doing.
Maybe they was doing their shit for free too. I doubt they was, though. Like, I really do.
Nah.
Doubt they did their shit for free.
And Clark County manager is gonna be like every other manager. I'm gonna see your artist. I'm gonna talk. We're gonna be cool. If the artist come to me talking about, my manager ain't doing this or doing that, that manager gonna sit there and gonna listen and be like, "All right," and get that network. Could it be like, "Hey, if you," and actually, it might not even say anything, but just kind of be there, because like, if you want to leave, here's a number. Like, you know how to get to me.
Managers are like artists. And I know people are like, "What do you mean?" Like, you got good managers and you got nigga managers. Like, I've met some nigga managers. I've met some managers where I've been like, "Bruh, we should be a manager." Like, everybody in 40 Acres should be managers of artists, because we would do a much better job making sure that these dudes put out dope music, making sure these dudes had the right connections and was working with the right people they needed to be working with, making sure that they carried themselves correctly at festivals and whatnot, like introducing them in the right circles, stuff like that. Like, we do that on our own with ourselves. So to be able to do that with somebody that's got a career and a following and a fan base and music to present on the spot, like, I feel like that's even easier. But I've seen managers, bro, that get as involved with the fuckery as an artist would. And they kind of just there for the ride too. Like, they literally there to ride the cape of the artist. And that shit ain't working. That's kind of, I don't want to say that's what Earn doing. Like, Earn set some stuff up, but man, Earn kind of like waiting for shit to I don't know what the fuck he doing. I don't know what he's doing.
Not
like,
taking that next step.
What is he doing this season? What has he done this season?
What he was doing was fine when Paper Boi had a neighborhood single, and he was trying to push for radio play. That was fine. But we know now that it has transitioned to a different level, and Earn's not ready for that level. I still go back to the episode when he lost the 4Gs. You like, man, like, what could y'all have done? That's paying off a few bills. That's clothes, outfit. That's studio time. You know what I mean? Like, that's money that could have been well used. And, you get to the Spotify junk and everything like that, and you see that you kind of out your league. And everybody's had that junk where you go up a little bit, more, and then you're like, oh, shit, like, we got to do something different, or I wasn't as prepared as other people. We had that feeling when we did, like, A3C and stuff, remember? We went in there and we did the best we could, and we see people who've been there for a while, and they got different equipment and different shit and different stuff, right? And you like, oh, shit, I got to bring it up. Even with this podcast, we went from stupid headsets to better headsets, to microphone and mix it. You know what I mean? But he's not moving. He's not looking like, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. What can I do to get better? What can I do to make this better? Oh, I messed up. That was a mistake. Let's go do something else. You know, you know, I don't even know if you're running in place, because you're looking like that whole thing, and that's what it. And Ern's not willing to even look at himself. Like, you look at it, like, these situations keep happening, and it all starts to a decision that you made. You know what I mean? Like, when he was talking about, like, he's like, Tracy made this jump work. He was like, look, Tracy being Tracy, right? But you made a decision to room with this girl to save a couple of dollars. And I remember watching with my girl, and I just said, like, aren't they like pimp him out?
Man,
free room?
bruh,
You know what I mean?
said that.
Like that's what that's
he
that's the
said
first thing
that shit to him.
Ern pimped him out.
He said that shit to
room.
Ern. He said, nigga, trying to be slick, you put me in a room with somebody you knew was crazy. Like, you knew that girl was crazy. 300 Instagram followers, and she letting a regular rapper stay with her. Ain't no telling what was in her fucking DMs on her page. Ern knew that girl was crazy and still put him in there.
No girl does that. My girl's sitting here like, no girl's gonna have 3 niggas staying at her house.
4.
Yeah, then they end up being 4. No person gonna do that. And the way that when that girl, her roommate answered the door, her roommate answered looking at them, and it was a look of, not again. What the fuck this girl about to do? Because she know this ain't the first time, and she know this girl do crazy shit. And she's acting all possessive and shit, and then Paper Boi was literally just talking to what was it the person who set up the program or something? That girl he was talking to after the set, like she came over and be like, you know, thanks for not bailing us. We have a lot of artists that bailed on us, and he was like, no problem. And then the other girl was like, you know, I'm writing a paper on you. He was like, oh, so paper and stuff like that. And they just talking. Like, he didn't put nothing on like, yo, I'm about to mac this girl. And he just having a conversation. Because again, we know he's at this point now where he's ready to entertain people who like him. He's ready to understand, like, hey, I got some celebrity, so I gotta act a certain way when I'm with people who are fans and stuff. And then the girl pours a drink on him. You know what I mean? Yeah. None of that had to happen. We ain't talking about the creepy ass, stupid ass nightmare. I mean, like, dream she had, which I'm like, okay, she about to murder this nigga? Like, he better me, because I'd have went back to her and been like, yo, nigga, we gotta go.
It's so many situations here where it's like, this season have been, Aaron, what the fuck are you doing? When he flipped out on Van, it was understandable points where I felt like she was poking a bear, but also, why was this nigga being a bear at all? Like, what was going on there? The opening season where he lost $4,000 to Tracy, that was money you needed to manage Paper Boi, you dumbass. Like, that was, like, as a manager, and maybe this is something that people just don't understand. When your artist is not making any money, you are their financial support as a manager. That's part of what comes with it. That's why I ain't never been a manager. I ain't, honestly, like, I ran across artists where they'd be like, damn, you got in here, you should try managing. And really the only thing that's kept me from even trying to pursue or attempting doing that shit, because we've come across some stellar artists, is the fact that I'm not about to put up my paycheck because you in the studio writing music. Sure you straight. Yeah, I can't do that. I got to take care of myself. I got a wife and shit. I got a house. I don't have time to be taking care of another grown ass nigga.
$4,000 won't live in nowhere. Has a daughter.
How you gonna take care of another man?
So much stuff.
How you gonna take care of another man when you asking that man, can you sleep on that man's couch? That's the reverse of what artists do. Every artist that you've ever heard of, like, they'll tell you the story of how they got into the game, and they was sleeping on friends' couches, managers' couches, you know, family members' couches, because they was trying to do everything they could. They was sacrificing everything that they could to make this rap shit happen, to make this music shit happen. I was homeless sleeping on park benches. Well, if your manager homeless sleeping on park benches and you homeless sleeping on park benches, y'all can't do shit for each other. But see, Paper Boi ain't homeless. Paper Boi got a house. Paper Boi got a hustle. If this rap shit don't work, he'll fall back to what he been doing. Ern don't have shit. Ern don't have shit, bruh.
And the thing is, Ern right then, that started the thing. Ern blames Tracy.
Even though he gave the money to Tracy. Bad decision.
And it's like, you didn't have to give. I'm thinking like, okay, let's say if you come to me, you say all that stuff. I got this thing, I can flip it and then make, like double your money or stuff like that.
Right.
All right, cool. That sounds good. Here's $100.
Right.
Here's $100.
Right.
Put that on a card. You know what I mean?
He gave him the whole 4K.
You gave him 4K.
He didn't, like, I don't understand how this nigga got into Princeton.
You didn't give him 500.
He didn't think ahead at all.
You didn't give him 1K. You didn't give him 2K.
Like, none of the day, he is a moment thinker. He didn't think about shit before he got the money. He didn't think about shit that could happen after he lost the money. The only thing he was thinking about was, in this moment in time, I got $4,000. Well, now I got $8,000 because supposedly Tracy could double it. So now I got $8,000 worth of mall gift cards.
Yeah, but he could double in gift cards. What the fuck am I gonna do with gift cards?
You're gonna spend them at the mall.
I understand you can go to different places and get your gift card. I understand that I can get a Visa gift card and go to Walmart and shit like that. But you know what I can also do that shit with? Cash. And that cash is mine. I'd have gave that nigga a little bit of money just to, and been like, all right, cool. You know what? Here's 100. Turn that into 2. I'm gonna take Van out. You know what I mean? Like,
bro, he should have kept $1,000 and gave 3 to Van.
All my money on a halfway hustle. I'm not doing that.
He should have kept $1,000 and gave 3 to Van. Straight flat out. That was the first thing he should have did when Darius got that money. They should have had to cut the commercial because this nigga went to Van house and then they could have came back from commercial and he could have been walking back in the door like, whoo, y'all know it's robbing season. Then I ain't get robbed taking that $4,000 to Van house. That's how that scene should have went. He should have been like, yo, Al, can you give me a ride to Van house real quick, bro? I need to drop this money off.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, nigga, instead, he was like, yo, we go to the mall.
I need to go to a bank now.
Can you
Somebody come to me and be like, here's a junk. Here's $4,000 in cash. Nigga, I'm going to the bank quickly.
Mind you, who $4,000 richer now? Tracy.
I got to get this money off me.
Tracy $4,000 richer now.
I got to get this money off me. I'm not about to hold, because he came with 4K in cash. And there was never a thing of, like I could be like, let's see, right now I just get 4K coming to me. All right, cool. I might pay off my credit card. I could pay all that off and have some money left over. You know what I mean? But if I don't do that, I might pay down my credit card. Oh, I'm be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna give me a new computer so we can, so we have some real good shit.
At least that's an investment.
You know what I mean?
That's an investment. You did something with it.
I'm gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit and go and just have some, have some fun. Maybe buy that that first pair of Jordans I want or something like that. Like there's stuff you can do, but I'm gonna look at some of it and be like, okay, I'm gonna get the new computer I want, so we got a podcast jump.
Right.
Shit, I'm gonna get a TV because I know the TV I want is like $500.
Still an investment.
You know what I mean? Cool. I'm gonna get a TV. You know what? I might splurge on myself, get my PS4. That'd be my splurge.
Still an investment.
So I feel good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pay down my credit card.
Investment.
You know what I mean?
Like, where the money went though. Aaron ain't got no paper trail. He can't explain to nobody where that 4K went unless he want to look like a jackass hole. Ain't no way he can explain that. Right? And that was money he needed to manage his artists. That was money he needed to build a foundation for their music business.
That was money he needed to manage himself.
Nigga, he needed a home. Bro, he needed a home. He don't even have pussy to lay up with no more. He needed a home.
Like, it's so many, like, this whole season has been bad decisions by Earn to show that everybody else is moving.
They're gonna move on without him.
Everybody else is, even
Darius
everybody else is progressing.
God damn.
Van is moving. Van, like, you can't just just be like this. I remember watching like the Helen episode, right? And you're looking at I'm looking at Van like, nigga, I understand kind of where you're coming from, but why the fuck you so mad? Dude, hasn't there been shit you done gone to that is just for your girl?
Yes. Absolutely. Are you serious?
And you ain't really feeling it.
It's not even this. It's not even just that.
But you put a smile on your face.
It's not even just that. It's stuff that I go to where she come with me, and the only reason she coming is because I'm going. She has absolutely no interest in what we doing, and it shows. And I'm still like I understand it, and I don't be like blowing steam, or red in the face over this shit. Like, that's something you accepted that you're doing. You spoke like it's not like Earn does this shit with her all the time, but see, Earn is stuck in his own selfish fucking head. Van, again, I feel like Van made it a bit more difficult than it had to be, but it was already gonna be difficult because Earn was being fucking Earn.
Yeah, and when you see somebody, think about it. If you about to go somewhere, right, and you done told it's somewhere that your girl really wants to go. Maybe it's a festival, a certain thing, and you ain't really feeling it, right? But you gonna go because, hey, you go to my shit, I'm gonna go. But if you wake up that morning and you already pissed, because you gotta go, she gonna be in a bad mood. Now it ain't no buffer no more. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's one thing if you get there and you have a good, you're trying to put a good time and like the day wears on and you just start to get tired or something. That's different. You know what I mean? But he walked into that place being like, what the fuck? And wasn't he like making jokes like this like, I'm gonna make this fun, but making jokes like to just put it down. And she's looking like, this is not just something that I like. This is not just like, oh, we going to the crochet convention, because that's what I enjoy. She like, this is something that means a lot to me. This is my heritage. This is a part of me. This is a part of your daughter. And you acting like that. The whole thing, when he tried to stunt on the thing, we understand, nigga. All right, shit was racist. You know what I mean? They didn't want to take your $100. But instead of your ass going somewhere and breaking the 100 so you can go have a good day and won't have to do this, now you like, no, I'm going to go somewhere. Somebody go take my $100 bill. For what?
To stunt.
For what?
To fucking stunt. Like, that's what it was about.
Like, could that what you said? I'm going out to stunt. I'm going out to do, not like I'm going to go out and let's have a good time, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I done got extra money and taking my girl to nice places. You know what I mean? We done put some good, nice clothes on, stuff that we don't really go to and stuff like that. And it's very nice. And I like being there because I like being in places where people don't see a lot of black folks, and that's cool and stuff like that. But I'm not rolling up there in a stretch fucking limo. And he did that with money they got what, after they went gold? After the single went gold? You know what I mean? Like, it's been a whole just shit of bad decisions, and Earn can't see it. You can't, if shit keeps happening and you always there, you might be the common denominator. Shit might be you. And he don't see that. And Al was literally being like, just being real with him. Al won't mean. Al won't yelling at him. That's why I felt like it was not, I won't like say he was giving him another chance, but Al didn't sound like he was just closing the door on a nigga.
No, I feel you. I just think that Al was being upfront with him.
But now, do I think the way the episode ended, do I think that door is closed now? I kind of do.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the episode, like after we had that talk and shit like that, you still blaming Tracy for your problems. And you doing that stuff. Now you talking about I'm gonna fight this nigga. Like the first two times he's talking about fight this nigga, like Alfred didn't even blink. Alfred was like, all right, this ain't about to happen.
Because he knew what was gonna happen if it did happen.
He's like, this ain't about to happen because this ain't serious. And then he kept being like serious. He's like, no, nigga, I'm not pulling this shit over. Like, no, like nigga, you don't know what you're doing. No. And then we started just getting real disrespect. It kept going. He's like, all right, well, nigga, shit, if you just want to get your ass whooped,
fine. You can get this ass whooping, fine.
And then even Tracy was like, yo, come on, man. Chill. Stop playing.
Bro, get your cousin, bro.
Yeah. Tracy was like, and I think Tracy ain't got nothing against Earn.
Man, Tracy don't care.
But Tracy's going to pick on somebody like that. And you got to know that's a different type of nigga.
But he a clown. He is a clown. He going to joke.
The thing is, he one of them niggas that if you joke back with him, he be cool. You know what I mean? But you sitting there being like that. And that first time he just hit him like a little bit. He's like, all right, man, come on. We good now? Can we just go back in the car? And then Earn come out. He's still trying to hold him like, dude, you about to make me mad. Like, stop. Right? Just hold him through the way. And then when Earn hit him,
when he called him,
he's
that
like,
was
okay.
That was it. When he called him across the face, that was it.
Yeah. He's like, all right, this is what you want to do, and bow, 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 like three straight violent ass shots, nigga.
To the head.
I hurt when.
It just
and then
wasn't
still didn't
good.
do nothing. He didn't kick him when he was down. He didn't jump. He was just like,
boy, he wanted to though. Oh, there was a point where he wanted to step on that.
He was like, hey, that's my man's cousin, and B, like, look, are you happy now? Are you happy now?
He definitely wanted to step on that man's face at one point. All right, so let's jump into this. Just finishing out the episode from beginning to end. So, scene opens up. They're at Al's house. They packing and getting ready to go, and we pretty much discussed this. Earn has done some slick deal shit, and we're not at a hotel per se, but they're going to do a show at Statesboro, and they not staying in no spot. And this is the first time that Paper Boi is finding out about this, and Paper Boi is like, "You always cutting corners," and they explain that basically they're gonna go stay at some girl from Instagram house because she really be feeling Paper Boi, and Paper Boi can feel her. Like, that's how he tried to sell it. Like we said earlier, he tried to pimp him. Like, hey, this girl gonna want to fuck you.
Like, all her Instagram photos.
What am I looking at?
All thought-tastic and shit.
Ain't explain shit. Threw him the phone. Take a look. Okay, light-skinned girl. What am I looking at, bruh? This ain't a hotel. Is she a hotel? Is she the hotel? Tell me. Like, what is going on?
And then let's say if this is an idea you have, you know how much different it'd be. Like, all right, yo, Alfred, let me talk to you, man. So, like, we can go to hotel. I done looked up here the prices for like a day or two. Blah 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 blah. Or we can go to this girl house. She really feels you and stuff like that. We can go there and do that. Because I think at least then, if let's say if they both made that decision, and the girl come out to be crazy, I ain't looking like, okay, I just came in, I got wrangled into this. I always feel like you not being straight up with me, so now then I'm ending up in some shit that I gotta pay for.
Right.
Instead of you just talking to me and let's come into a damn decision.
Yeah. So it went like that. And Darius is walking around with his hoodie up and headphones on the outside of his hoodie looking for a fork. Cause this nigga wasn't done packing because he couldn't find a fork. And he asked Earn if he was allergic to jicama. He's still on this jicama kick. He finds his fork. So, good day, Darius. Tracy pops up from behind the damn counter in Paper Boi's kitchen and almost gets shot. Cause Paper Boi was like, why you always breaking into my house? And at this point, with Tracy doesn't even blink at having Paper Boi pull a gun on him. He didn't even bleed. He was in the refrigerator like getting some old spaghetti or some shit, eating it out the container. Paper Boi pulled that gun on him. He was like, nigga, I'm staying here. And I don't care if niggas do know. That's not your reaction when somebody throw a gun in your face and they hostile. Cause you just scared the shit out of them. Tracy don't care though. That's a jail nigga. He don't care. Like, it don't even, for him, there's nothing to register. Paper Boi ain't shoot him. He good. Where y'all going? We going to Statesboro. Cool, I'm coming. And it's funny how this is where like the tug of war between him and Tracy starts, that Tracy's not even aware that he's a part of. Cause he not paying that shit no mind. The tug of war between him and Earn. Earn is like, oh, we going somewhere it ain't gonna have, we going this time and we doing this and it wouldn't be something you like. And Tracy's like, that's funny, because I ain't asked you when you was going, I asked you where you was going. And Earn avoided saying that shit. So then when he's like, let me do security, Paper Boi is like, hell yeah, $200, you can come be my security nigga, all black, grab your shit. And even then, when Paper Boi is already inviting him, this is the only decision that Paper Boi has made in this situation. Even then, Earn is like, bro, I don't think you can fit in the car, or you don't want to come, you be bored, and well, we leaving right now, you need to pack. And Tracy like, I'm already packed, I'm good. At every turn, Earn is trying to block this man out because he acting like Tracy is his foil. Because
he's still mad at Tracy because he blames him for $4,000 that he lost, even though that nigga lost it.
I don't think he likes Tracy at all because Tracy is taking his position. Tracy is now sleeping at the house, so he can't sleep at the house. Tracy basically part of the crew, and Earn is losing his spot.
Yeah, but in his mind,
right?
This is all Earn's feelings, because he ain't really losing a spot. Because I'd have been like, when he said like, hey man, $200, yeah, you security, I'd have been like, that's perfect for Tracy. That gives him something to do and keeps him out of our hair.
Out of fucking trouble, bro.
You know what I mean? Like the only thing Ern should do when Paper Boi left and turned the corner, Ern should have been like, all right, man, let's go over some security shit. Okay, you can't hit everybody that walk up to this motherfucker. All right, we can't just be out here punching fans. You know, like I would have set some ground rules. Like you need to know how far you can go. All right.
That's all he had. He didn't do none of that though.
That's what I would have said to him.
He don't want to talk to him though. And he don't want to work with Tracy at all. So here we are. They go ahead and I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss nothing. Yeah. They get in the car and they pull up at Statesboro. And I mean, they already like, what the fuck is this? They went from one hood to another hood. Like they get out and they like, what's that smell, man? Something stink. Smell like bullshit. That's why. They get in and they knock on old girl house and she don't even answer the door. Her roommate answer the door and her roommate don't want shit to do with them. She look like she's studying for a test because she's trying to be somebody. Violet comes to the door and Violet is like, oh, hey, come in. So they go into the crib. Tracy come in. He's still in full security mode. He like, y'all got cameras around the perimeter. I got to protect Paper Boi. This nigga. They roll up in and she tells everybody where they can sleep. Now, bruh, she put 2 of them random new niggas in her roommate room. Put Tracy out front and said Paper Boi can sleep in her room. Why her roommate letting 2 niggas sleep in her room that she don't know? Ain't nobody sleeping in Honey room. I tell y'all that. Nobody sleeping in Honey room. Her door gonna be locked. She probably got a pit bull in her room. Try her. So Paper Boi goes in, and I don't know if she was trying to fuck. She was like, you can lay down with me. And I'm like, it's broad daylight, though. What are you talking about? But he goes ahead and he lays down with her, and she tells him the story about how she had a dream. That her and he were in it. He was a white crane, and she was an alligator. And they were holding each other.
Yeah, because she starts off, we were holding each other, and then they turn to animals.
No. No, and I paid attention to this shit.
I thought she's
nope. I was like, what is going on with Paper Boi? Why didn't this become negative at this point? She said, you were a white crane.
Yes.
And I was an alligator. We were holding crocodile. We were holding each other, keeping each other warm.
How 2 animals hold each other? I was very confused.
Bro, she said we was keeping each other warm. Now, crocodiles are cold-blooded, but it's whatever.
There was so much question. Like, why? Okay, so why are y'all holding each other?
Right.
As animals, like that seems weird already. But
she said to keep each other warm. And
like when she's saying that part, like he gives that look. Okay.
Well, he was smiling like he was into it because she was rubbing on his temple and shit.
It was a dream. Dreams are weird, right?
Yeah, she was rubbing on his temple and shit, rubbing all on his chest. So he feeling good.
Like, dreams are weird. That's
and then
fine.
She said, "And I ate you." And that's when he was like, "Oh, that's rough."
Did you see his face? That nigga scared straight. He stared straight. It was just that. Then I ate you. He was like,
and there was blood everywhere. And he was like, "Okay, this is getting worse." And then she was like, "This beam of light shot into me. This intense light shot through my belly." And that's when I knew we should be together. And eventually this would happen. And he's like, okay.
Man, Brian, Tyree, nigga, your faces, people underrate, you are underrated actor, nigga, because just your facial expressions as Alfred are so great. It tells so much of a story.
Yeah.
Like I was like, you looking at us because I had that same look at my face. We said, "Did I age it?" We were like, "Oh, okay."
And then he looks as he's staring at the ceiling. He notices that there is a footprint on the ceiling.
How? It was kind of reddish too. So I was like, "Is it blood? Like what? Like how?"
Bro, I don't know.
That's the only question you got. How?
I just know it was a footprint on the ceiling.
Yeah, and that's like a full footprint. You know what I mean?
A whole footprint, like
a whole
barefoot.
Footprint, like 1 or 2. Like it's somebody was walking on the ceiling.
Right. It's like a fossil find. Whole footprint, bro. All the DNA in one footprint.
Nobody knows like how that happened.
They cut scenes and they have this is after they've done their show on this campus. I guess these niggas did some performance a la TLC because they got the silk pajamas on. It's a pajama jam. It's like House Party 2 meets The Shining up in this shit. And they're kind of chilling. This is where they run into Clark County. Clark County comes up. And when he starts to approach Paper Boi, it reminded me of that scene from season 1 with Zane, where Zane just kind of like intersected. Oh, not intersected. He not interjected. He just put himself in the crew. Like he wasn't a part of the crew. And somebody tried to walk up to talk to Paper. It was Darius. Darius tried to walk up to talk to Paper Boi. And Zane was like, yo, leave Paper Boi the fuck alone. And everybody was like, yo, what the fuck? And Zane was like, oh, my bad. You want a hat? And Darius was like, yeah, nigga. Because Darius was unbothered. But Tracy was actually about to knock Clark County the fuck out. And everybody was like, yo, you recognize them niggas. We just performed with them. And Tracy don't recognize them niggas. Tracy was doing something else. He wasn't paying attention to that concert.
But also, like, you see the way Ern looks at him when he does it. You looking at it, but Tracy's doing his job.
He is.
Tracy looked to the side and see 2 niggas walk up the Paper Boi. Tracy don't care who it is, who you.
Why are you walking over here? He doing
and then
security.
As soon as like we cool, he was like, all right. And he backed like that nigga. I'd rather have my security guard too tight than too loose.
True.
If you're too tight, I can break it down. You know what I mean? I can be like, yo, we cool. You know, when you ain't got to come up like that. And even Clark and them didn't even see that phase.
I mean, Clark ain't have his henchmen with him this time. It probably would have been a different situation if Clark's boys from the studio was there. But yeah. So they kind of talk, and you can kind of see that while Ern is not paying attention, Clark County's manager is over there having a conversation with Paper Boi on the side, and Paper Boi straight up is like, I'm gonna talk to you later. We'll talk later. That's not a good fucking sign. And it's a point that we can hear that, but we can. So we basically know what the fuck is going on. We know he's been talking to Clark County manager anyway. There was no reason for him to be in that studio. And I remember somebody who listened to the show one of them was like, artists go to other people's studios all the time. Yeah, they ain't managed by Ern though. That's a problem because Ern ain't doing his job. You know, Ern not protecting his dinner. He not protecting his meal. He not about to be eating soon. Somebody else gonna be scraping his plate. And 2 girls come over and pull him. Now, this is a different view that I got from just checking out Vulture's read of this. They were saying, and I didn't take much from this situation where the 2 girls pull Paper Boi over to the corner, and one of them is talking to him about how he's one of the most like self-aware rappers, and she appreciates that, and she's actually writing a paper on Paper Boi, to which Paper Boi joked, "You writing a Paper Boi paper?" And they're kind of just talking, and everything seems chill. Darius is like, yo, should we go get him back? Like, get him. And Darius is like, nah, he's cool. He seems happy for once. He ain't seem happy. And the way I looked at it was, well, yeah, I guess I kind of agree with Ern. He kind of just seemed like he chilling right now. He been looking tense since the woods. He ain't been having a good week, it seems. You know, so now he looks more relaxed. He looks chill. But the way the Vulture looked at the situation was Ern was being too lax again. Ern was like not over there making sure that Paper Boi was straight. Unlike the way Tracy just acted 20 seconds ago. Ern was doing the complete opposite. Not protecting his meal, not watching out for Paper Boi, kind of having an unsafe distance away from his artist. In an environment that they're not used to, where anything could happen, like some girl pulling water on your nigga head from upstairs.
I mean, I can kind of see both sides, but like I lean more into the first, like, because like, you know, this is now the first time that we're seeing I'll like interact with the fan base.
Right.
Every time there's something like, oh, you Paper Boi, it's always been like a little bit of surprise, like you recognize me, like type of shit. And then be like, you know, yeah, man, cool, thanks, man. Appreciate that. But still standoffish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you get to see, like, after he had the shit with, you know, after the woods and after he had the shit with the dude at the convenience store, now he's like embracing that junk. Like he was making jokes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I took it as like, I don't know if it was like, because the conversation started right by right by where they were standing. So I feel like it was a conversation that they could hear, like how it started and stuff. I will say when the drink gets pushed, when the drink gets poured on Paper Boi, Paper Boi's like, what the fuck, right? You know where the girl come from. I can't remember. Did Paper Boi say, it's that crazy chick or something like that?
No, he said when she poured the drink on him, he said, what the fuck? And he looked up and he saw that it was her. And he was like, are you fucking serious? What the fuck, yo? And that's when Tracy yelled, I'm on it, man. I got her. And he ran up the stairs
now, to me,
go talk to her.
That's when Ern should have been moving.
But that's when he moved. He told Al to chill.
Nope.
And that's when he ran towards the steps. And that's how he ended up catching her.
Okay, you telling me in that situation, right? We see that the girl done poured the drink on him.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me you running toward, and you see Tracy be like, I'm on it. You running towards your person who got a drink thrown on him, or you running to Tracy, the wild card?
I mean, I'm getting us the fuck out of there at that point. I'm just like, all right, it's time
I might
to
look
go.
at you and be like, yo, you straight? All right, cool. Then once you straight, I'm turning, going to Tracy. You know what I mean? Because he kind of slowly creeps up the steps.
I mean, I'm not going to Tracy at all. Like, I'm probably grabbing Paper Boi and Darius, and I'm just grabbing Paper Boi. Let's go. Time to go. Like, chicks being crazy or whatever, going up and confronting her ain't gonna do shit. You see what happened? He got slapped. Despite the fact that he saved it, he got slapped.
Even if you run to Tracy, be like, yo, Tracy, we're good, man. We're going.
I mean, by the time he got there, it was too late. So, I don't know. I think I would have just left. Old girl probably would have smashed her head on the steps. Ern saving her was the luck of the draw. Because Tracy was going to push that girl because that girl crazy, and that girl was going to push the buttons of the wrong dude. I don't know.
But it should. I remember we didn't had our, like, because we got a mutual friend that was like that, and we would just. But I remember several times when shit like that come on, we'd be like, "Yo, man, let's go, let's go, man, come on, let's go." Yeah,
you're right. We did try to grab him.
Let's go.
We tried to grab him.
Like, you know what I mean? Like at that time, you're like, all right, people are good. All right, yo, Tracy, yo, man, we good. We about to leave. We good. Come on, man. We about to leave, man. Come on. Let's make sure Paper Boi can get out. Come on, man. You know what I mean?
And what kills me is, like, Ern is making statements about Tracy before this, and Paper Boi responds to him with, it's referring to Tracy, Tracy, just trying to earn his money. I can understand that. To which Ern hears the shade. Ern gets the shade. This ain't the first time he's had the shade thrown at him this episode, but he does not take that shit seriously. I don't understand why. I don't understand what about Alfred makes you not take shit he said seriously. But Ern seems to be the only person that does that. I'm pretty sure Van does not have Al saved in her phone as Alfred anymore since that last text about how to get rid of weed or how to pass a weed test. I'm sure she took that shit to heart, but not Ern. He not paying attention to that. So, yeah. He saves old girl, but she slaps the shit out of him. Now, this was after he had a conversation with Darius, where Darius goes, you know that Clark County dude? Industry plant. And Ern agrees with him. He is an industry plant. And we already know he is an industry plant. That's not new news. But Ern gets slapped by Violet when she realizes that she almost died, and then it's Ern, and she just needed somebody to slap. So she slapped him. And that just speaks more to his role. He is the dude that gets shitted on. He is the dude that gets finessed because he puts himself in situations to be that person. He steps up in that shit, and it was like a slap for all the bullshit that he got them into that they didn't need to be in the first damn place. It was like he thought he was the hero, and instead of him getting a thank you or I almost died, I'm glad you didn't let my head smash on the steps, she slapped him. That ironic, like the ironicness of that is Ern's life. So Paper Boi runs up, and I thought this scene was hilarious. Paper Boi says, what happened, man? What happened, man? I told you that bitch was crazy. What happened, man? She slapped the shit out of you, man. What happened? You know what happened. She slapped the shit out of him.
Yeah, she know. He was like, "What happened? What happened?" And Ern's like, "My eye." Like, yeah, I know. You slapped the shit out you.
But what happened? So she runs upstairs and gets her brother, her big brother. Now I don't know if that was her real big brother, or if that was like her frat big brother. You know, with black people, with women, black women in colleges, every dude that looks out for them is their big brother. So I don't know if it's a blood relation.
And again, we're gonna say this right now: the girl won't wrong, because we want to make sure y'all know where we stand. Tracy was wrong with what he did.
Tracy just tried to kill her.
The girl won't wrong and reacting the way she did, and them dudes won't wrong for being like, "Yo, you fucking with the girl. We got you."
I mean, that was us. It was a couple of times where we rolled up and we was like, "Hey, who fucking with you? Hold on, who fucking with you?" Cause that's family, like, and that's a woman. You don't fuck with no woman. Like, you a dude and you pushed a woman, Lord, you mushed a woman down the steps. Tracy tried to kill that girl. They get to running because they leave, and Paper Boi is the whole time, why are we running? Why are we running? And Ern is like, because you can't do shows from in a hospital. And Paper Boi is like, fuck all that. Why is we running from these punk ass niggas? Now, we just saw last week, Paper Boi cannot just take one punch. He can take multiple punches. He can handle himself if it get down to it. And he ready to scrap people. You know he ain't scared to scrap with no fucking college boys. You already know he ready to fight these niggas. That ain't no damn thing. These niggas ain't from the street. They studying, keeping their faces in the books. He ready to fight. But Ern is trying to run because that's how he feels keeping him safe. I'm trying to keep you safe. I'm trying to protect you because Ern ain't got no fucking hands. Ern ain't about to throw down with him.
But also, this might have been one of the smartest moves that Ern made as a manager.
True.
Like, you remember you said as a manager, you trying to keep your people out of it. Nah, man, let's go. Let's go. I understand. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
You got way more to lose than them. And even when they got outside and Ern was keeping them apart, like, you know, like, look, let's just calm down. Let's let cooler head prevail. You know what I mean? Like, all of that stuff was right.
It was, but the way he did it was terrible. That whole black on black violence. My man said black people, black on black violence. We don't want any black violence and all
black
that
people
bullshit. Everybody trying to listen to that bullshit. And honestly, I'm glad Tracy came out of left field and super Hulk punch. Tracy ran. Tracy,
where did that nigga come from?
Tracy, and was, you know what's funny? Tracy was on the steps when them niggas came running down the steps.
Yes.
To get them. So Tracy finessed right past them in all black. And went downstairs somewhere else, came running out the back of the building, running all the way around the side.
That nigga came out a side door. He made a full circle around.
He got right back on security duty, and Hulk punched the shit out of that poor child.
Yeah. To white people who might be listening, that's what we like to call when you got stolen.
Yeah, he got stolen.
You caught a fade.
I don't know if y'all picked up on it, but that's definitely, that punch was part of Robin's season. Okay, he stole that man jaw. Okay.
God damn.
He punched the shit out that dude.
And Tracy's great. You always tell a person who's used to either fighting in groups or jumping motherfuckers. If Tracy goes in there, lays that one good hit, lays that dude down, and looks at all them.
Run. Why are we still standing here? Run, nigga. You see what I just did?
We ain't about to fight. Like, let's go.
It's not safe anymore. Run, nigga. I just Hulk punched this dude. And it's about 20 of them. I used all my energy running around the building. So they get to running through the hallways, and yeah, it definitely looks like House Party when they're running from the three big muscle bound dudes. I forgot what their group name is.
Full Force.
Yeah, Full Force. There you go. And you know, they end up getting away, and they are walking down the street. And this is when Paper Boi says some shit like, man, they better not fuck with my weed or whatever. Tracy Violet better not fuck with my weed. This is where they should have turned their asses around and went back to Violet House.
Nigga, that's what I was saying. At this point, I was like, Ern, you didn't protest enough.
No.
To be like, we got to go back to the house. Shit, let's try to go back to the house to see if we can get in, to see if there's another roommate. To see, like, at least try. Let's go back to the house and see. If we go back to the house and ain't nobody there or something. Now, maybe, you know, they might have been thinking like, hey, those people who mad, maybe she'd be like, you know what, they staying in my house, so they gonna go back to the house and maybe you get jumped or something. But I feel like that's a risk that you had to take to get your shit.
Right. It's your shit. You want your shit, right?
Yeah.
You gotta take the risk and go back to get it. Like, ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. So, but that's not what they did. So they trying to, like, Paper Boi's just like, man, she better not touch my weed. I just need something to smoke right now. And Darius starts sniffing. And at one point, if you listen to Earn, there's a police siren coming behind them, which I thought was very funny, because if you go back and look at the scene of Paper Boi and Darius walking together up the street, they look like a silk police siren. One is in bright red and the other's in bright
red
blue.
and blue.
Yeah. Well, they see the real flashing lights behind them, and it's some poor drunk white girl looking like she
it's one of them courtesy shuttles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? You can call, you get it, so that if you're a woman, you gotta like walk back across campus and shit.
Right. Well, if you listen to Earn in the background during this scene, Earn says, "Man, we gotta get out of here. Violet knows everybody."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. What? All right, bruh.
I mean, it is her campus.
It's not her campus. She only got 300 Instagram followers.
Yeah.
It's not her campus. He giving her way more power. Okay. Bullshit. But they're like, yo, we need to find some weed. And Darius starts sniffing. He's like, sniff the air. And he's like, citronella. So
yeah.
I am not a weed head.
No, well, see, I got it because citronella is what you use in candles to keep mosquitoes away.
Okay.
So I figured that he just knew somebody was outside.
But why would that mean they had weed?
He smelled some other shit, but he just knew somebody was outside with the party or something like that. Because that's why you have citronella out. Like when we had cookouts and shit, we'll burn citronella candles, or like those tiki torches. They got their citronella and shit in there. So if he's feeling from that away, he might be like, oh, there's some type of, because I was like, when he said citronella, I was like, all right, somebody having a get together, something outdoors.
Well, hold up.
That's what I went. I don't know if it could be something different.
Now, I had to go look up this to see if it's a strain. Now I see citronella sky 100% feminized in bulk. It says lemon bud is a mythical marijuana genetic. Then they have one on one of these strain sites. What is Cinex? I'm not sure if this is relative to citronella. And then somebody is answering this question right now in the YouTube chat. Right now, somebody is giving us the weed knowledge.
Where?
I'm saying we're not on YouTube right now. I'm saying as they're listening to this later,
yeah,
somebody is going to leave us a comment.
Like I said again, I just know citronella is a plant. So like when I heard him say it, because he smelled some other shit, and I can't remember what he smelled, but the last thing he said was citronella, and in my mind was like, all right, somebody's having something outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know we burn citronella outdoors. Like you can actually buy, like the plant. Like some people will buy the citronella plant and plant it in their backyards. So you kind of have this natural deterrent to like mosquitoes and stuff. But those big ass yellow candles are just citronella. But could be so. I don't know. Like I said, I can't remember the other smells that he was talking about.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not sure if you caught this. They pull up to this frat house, and there's some white boys out there. One really, really, really fucked up white boy, and the other one is getting there. Did you see the house number?
I did not see the house number. Did not pay attention
to the house number, did you? The house number was 1863.
Nigga. It's a Civil War house? Like
yes. That is the frat house number.
Nigga, it's a straight up Civil War house. I mean, it makes sense for what we saw in there after.
Right. I mean, it is the South. So the Confederate flag in the middle of the damn room makes all the sense. But they asked them if they got any weed, and the white boy's like, yeah, man, we got a bunch of shit inside. We'll smoke you out. And they see a naked white boy getting rushed into the frat house by another white boy at another entrance. And they say, what the fuck was that? And the white boy says, just pledges. And they go, okay, cool. And they go in the house and start smoking. Nobody makes a good decision here.
Cause it's a white frat, man. They do weird ass shit. They white frats.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all do some weird homoerotic shit.
Yo.
And will be the first motherfuckers though to be like no homo and we ain't gay, but like, well, why are you doing that stuff? There was just there's a video somewhere of like an engineering frat, and then they got kicked off, and they were sitting there like had the dude was holding a beer like it was a dick, and he was sucking it off to drink it and shit.
Right.
I'm like, why?
Yeah,
why?
I don't get none of that.
Like, why is always this stuff where y'all white boys get together and to fuck with other niggas' dicks is entertaining to y'all?
Bro,
I've known all my friends for over decades.
I don't know what none of y'all dicks look like.
Nigga, did we ever go around playing like let's hit each other in the nuts? Never. Nigga, we hit each other in the nuts. That means I was driving to the hole, trying to get a layup. The defense happened. That shit was an accident.
You want to learn how the quickest way? You want to learn what the quickest way is to get your ass beat in your sleep? Hit me in the nuts. See what happened. See if you don't wake up to get smacked in the head with a chair while you dreaming about white cranes and crocodiles.
We ain't never done that shit. Now I done some shit to annoy my friends. It's fun. We done joked. We done talked about each other.
What the fuck?
But we never got physical because, like, again, doing physical shit is real close to getting yourself like in a fight.
I just don't want nobody touching me. It ain't got nothing to do with homoerotic shit. It's got the fact of your dick and your balls are some of the most sensitive areas of your body, and you talking about punching me in them. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That shit hurts, nigga. I done got hit in my balls.
Good. I have been hit as
and
well.
laid down.
Yeah, it hurts.
You know what I mean? Like that shit, that pain radiated into parts that I didn't know had nerves. I felt sharp pain and nauseous at the same time. Like it was a lot. Bro,
you don't eat the rest of the day if you get hit right.
It was a thing that let you know that nature says protect this. Protect this with all your might and your care. Nigga, every nigga has fallen, like, you know, you be riding your bike and you slip off.
The middle bar on the men's bikes don't never make no sense to me, bro.
Nigga, and look, you done riding that bike for the day. You do that 10 in the morning, you ain't riding the bike no more.
Bruh.
Like, you just going home, like, no, I ain't doing this. But y'all niggas be playing and hitting each other in the balls?
Nut punch.
Nah, man.
Nah. So they line the pledges up on their knees with their dicks out, with sacks over their faces, hands tied behind their back, looking like some slave shit, okay? Shit look slavish. And they just got them sitting there while they having a conversation, smoking weed. And you gotta love Tracy because Tracy is gonna be Tracy all day. Every day that Tracy can be Tracy. And Tracy's like, he's basically like, I like what y'all doing. Y'all don't give no fucks. To which Darius starts talking about asking if that's the elephant gun. And they're like, yeah, you want to see our gun collection? And all I kept thinking was, this is a fraternity on a college campus in the South with a big ass Confederate flag hanging on one wall. They frat door number is 1863, and they got a whole goddamn gun room because they all card carrying NRA members. To which Darius says, I was thinking about becoming an NRA member. And this whole night is just fucking confusing at this point.
And look, and think about this. You know, you that much in South. We got the flag up there, and I'm fine to invite you in and have you sit in that room,
right?
With the 10 by 20 Confederate flag,
with the naked white dicks everywhere. Not to mention,
come on.
When Darius says he thought about joining the NRA, that's what the white boys found funny. That's when they were like, y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
That might be the most racist thing I've ever heard on Atlanta. Like, that might be the most racist shit a white person has said this whole season. Darius was like, I want to join the NRA. And just like, you know, he was on his Killer Mike shit. And they looked at him and was like, boy, you crazy. A nigger in the NRA?
Yeah. But come on and go look at this gun room.
Yeah, we're going to bring your black ass in a room full of guns and we would never want you to have a license to carry or hold. That's what you need to be. This gives Paper Boi and Earn the opportunity to sit and chat with Prescott. His name is Prescott. Shout out to closed caption. His name? Yeah, shout out to closed caption. His name is Prescott. Prescott is high as giraffe balls.
All the way.
And starts talking about how his two favorite rappers are Paper Boi and Post Malone, which I don't think Paper Boi took as a compliment. Then he starts talking about how his favorite hip hop music, besides, Pimp C being one of the last real prophets, his favorite music following this was snap music.
Okay, now he doesn't say snap music. He starts
D4L.
Like he starts saying like, I think he says like Bun B being the last prophet, and then he says D4L. I think he says one other name, but I was like, nigga, like the way you put these people in sequence, they not close to each other.
No,
they all from the South, but they're not close. They're not in the same era. Like we talk about you listen to Pimp C, we talking early 90s. Like if you had said like Pimp C, Outkast, Goody Mob, I'd have been like, okay. Pimp C, Scarface, all right. You in Pimp C, and like I said, Pimp C and Bun B was still doing shit around the snap music days, but those are two different sounds. I was like, oh, okay.
And because of this, he plays Laffy Taffy from his phone, which I love this. He was able to play. It's still a
great song. That shit is such a great song.
It is, but he was able to play a song in this frat house in the middle of fucking Statesboro in the South much easier than they were able to play Paper Boi's new song at that Spotify spot. I tell you, man, he just pulls up his phone, click, click, that Laffy Taffy, oh, that Laffy Taffy. I'm like, wow. And the white boys get up, he tells his pledges to get up and do their dance. And their dance is the most clapping on the 5 and the 8.
they were clapping on the 7 and 23.
Clapping on the 5 and the 8, dick swinging on the 11. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Oh, man. They were trying to get that little snap in it. And the whole time I'm going, it's like, man, as they doing this, their dicks are shaking in front of you. Like they're butt naked with sacks on their head. Doing snapping. I'm like, nah.
And this is something that they've done regularly because he says, do the dance. And they, oh my God.
There was that one, you remember that one story we had in college that whole night.
Which one? The one where everybody got chased everywhere?
Oh, the stripper one.
Oh yeah, no, that's I've actually been asked to tell a homemade story, and that is one of them. That is sitting at the forefront of getting told. Yeah.
But you remember we were outside the white person frat, right? The white people, like the boys frat.
Yep.
And I remember sitting out there and just remember, I think it was like the party had ended, was coming down or something. And I remember walking through there. There was a group of black dudes walking through there, and all of us were like, "This is weird.
What the fuck? How the fuck did we get here?"
Yeah, all like, this is very weird.
Yeah,
I shouldn't be here.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a wild story. So Prescott, after they finished, Prescott clearly an alarm went off in his head because he cuts off Laffy Taffy in the middle of the hook, and he looks at Darius and Alfred. He says, "I gotta go give these pledges a mud bath. Y'all need anything from the fridge?" And Paper Boi says, "Nah, we good."
He said it like he like, shit, man, I had to get the mud bath. But before I do that, man, y'all need something like I forgot the 8 o'clock mud bath. Shit.
There's a lot of things that have been said this season where people say them and I don't go, I wonder what that scene would look like. Like I just don't want to know. Like with Van and them going to Champagne Poppy and they had the Ethiopian shit. It was kind of like, oh, I kind of wish that scene was here. This mud bath scene, I'm glad it's not. I don't want to know what they about to go do. No interest whatsoever. You can take that scene and the scene with Teddy eating out of the damn ostrich egg. Y'all can take both of them back to the cutting room floor. I don't need them scenes. I'm good. God, the sound of Teddy Perkins eating out of that ostrich egg is still the worst damn sound of the season. So this gives them the opportunity, Paper Boi and Earn, to finally have a talk where Paper Boi just lets him know, hey, bro, I've been talking to Clark County's manager. I'm not sure you cut out for this shit. I tried to give you opportunities, all the things we talked about already. And Earn just gets up and leaves, looks at him. Because, you know, Earn tried to blame it on Tracy, man. Like, Paper Boi says, tonight was some bullshit. I think we need to talk about the real problem. And Earn says, yeah, man, Tracy, man. And Paper Boi kind of chuckles and said, nigga, I was talking about you. And at the end of this, Earn doesn't say shit to defend himself. Earn doesn't say shit to instill any type of confidence in his character or his skills as a manager, anything. He just gets up.
He doesn't even acknowledge
leaves.
that, you know what, yeah, man, I hear you. You're right, I need to do, but like nothing. There's no type of acknowledgement. It's just a walk away, which is, again, typical of Earn. Like, we all expected that. We hope for better, but we all expected
Right,
that.
that's the thing. We hope for better. I had hoped.
This what makes the writing of Atlanta so great, right? Everything that we feel about Earn, they put you in the feeling of his family and friends. Because I feel like from his parents, from the first episode to everybody who works with him, they hope for better for Earn. They hope for more.
Right.
And they don't get it. And that's how we all feel now.
There's nothing. It's just, you just watch Earn fail, and it's pretty much that. That's all it is. But he didn't stand up for himself. He didn't defend himself. He didn't do nothing. He just left. They cut to the next morning, and these niggas are walking to catch the bus. It's the walk of shame. They arrive back at the car, and immediately they see that it has been fucked with. She even fucked with inside the car. And we'll have to assume that this is Violet. So they're like looking for their stuff. They start walking back to the door, and they can clearly see their shit is all over the lawn. And I'm sure classes have already started. So nobody is home at Violet's in them spot. But they open their bags, and Paper Boi, as he said, of course my weed is gone.
Yeah. Didn't his door get pried open? Like,
they pried that shit open
with a crowbar.
Yeah. Broken CDs on the ground. And Tracy just standing there, man, this fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. He ain't contributed nothing positive to this situation right now. He the most Dr. Obvious nigga ever at this moment. Man, she broke your CDs. That's crazy. Man, she crowbarred your door open. That's insane. Hey, nigga, did you see that she cut your shoes? That's crazy. We don't need your commentary, Tracy. You're just making it worse. This is when Alfred has his explosion. And if you notice, Earn has this look of, damn, I really fucked up. Like we just had that conversation last night. This is not getting better. And he says to Alfred, calm down. And then when they run out to the lawn, they start going through their clothes, and Darius ain't even mad. Darius is like, damn, I can't even be mad at that. That's kind of impressive. As he looks at the way she spiral cut his shoes. And let me be straight. Let me just be 200% with this situation. Y'all realize how much work she put into destroying their shit? That's crazy.
Nigga.
That's crazy.
That's what makes it crazy. Because it wasn't like a thing of I just picked up shit and randomly took a razor blade or a sharp knife to it. When you did that shoe shit takes time. You cutting layers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how much time had to have passed while she was just in there snipping away at they shit? That's it takes that type of focus takes a high amount of crazy. She has an unsafe dosage of crazy in her body right now. And as they start to gather their shit, Earn realizes that his laptop is gone, which, nigga, if you knew you left a laptop at her house, why the fuck did you go to the frat house? Why didn't you go get your laptop? And real talk, why would you leave your laptop at some random people's house anyway? And if this laptop has on it what some people have speculated might be on this shit, earn about the worst fucking manager of all goddamn time.
Nigga, I remember the first year we went to A3C. And me and you didn't know nothing, right? We didn't know the first time ever doing some shit like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But didn't me and you get book bags?
Nigga, and carry them everywhere.
Didn't we get book bags? We came down there with book bags and had everything that we thought we might need and some extra in our book bags.
If you was gonna steal shit out of my hotel room, it was gonna be underwear.
And that was the only thing book bag had everything we needed, and it didn't leave our side. You know what I mean? It was on my back the whole time. Throughout my whole school year time, I never wore 2 straps on the book bag. But when I was at A3C, 2 straps on shoulders.
Locked in place.
Whole time. You put it down beside you, between your legs. That thing is everything. So you get that, but you would if this laptop got new Paper Boi music on it,
bruh,
or plans for the future, something like that, you keep that shit with you whole way. You keep it with you.
Yeah, the speculation is that
your site. When you go right now and you got your bag for your camera, you got your bag for your laptop, does that shit leave your side?
Bruh, I walked around. I did pictures with Comic-Con yesterday because Universal Fan Con was a fuck ass failure, and with Comic-Con was a super uber success. I did photos there. I took 1,300 photos yesterday. My book bag never left my fucking bag unless it was for 2 seconds for me to change lenses. And I had everything in my book bag. I mean, to the point where I left at the end of the convention yesterday and went to do a photo shoot for the actors from Killjoy and the Magicians, where they was doing a karaoke party, and I was going to be the photographer. I was the photographer for the karaoke party. My book bag stayed on my back the whole time I was in the bar where they was doing karaoke, and I was running around taking pictures from everywhere. My book bag never left my bag. I don't play that shit. Like, I put it down, I take a lens out, it go right back on. So I don't know what the fuck Ern is doing. If I had a nigga album on my laptop, I wouldn't take that laptop nowhere. That's the album laptop. That laptop sits in a safe. Okay, this is not your travel laptop.
No. Like, would you have your laptop, right? And then you have a travel, maybe get you like a small Chromebook that you can travel with.
That's it.
You know what I mean? And that's what you travel with to do your little bit of stuff. You know what I mean? But that junk stays with you unless you like. Now I know there's probably producers and stuff who got their laptop, and if they travel into another studio, then they take the laptop with them. But even then, you still got backups on backups. You got hard drives. You know what I mean? And again, you can get all this shit in the book bag. They literally make computer book bags now. They have every pocket sleeve that you want.
Yep.
Waterproof. You know what I mean? Shit got cushion in case the book bag fall. Like, there's shit you can get to protect your shit.
Bro, my new camera bag has a laptop compartment in it big enough. That was one of the reasons I bought it. Because now when I do conventions, my laptop is coming with me everywhere. So I can edit photos on the fly.
The other day reading through CNET for and they were doing bag reviews. Cause I was thinking about getting I got a small computer bag, but I was thought about getting what's one of them Johns? Like a satchel shit.
Yeah.
Cause I work and I'm taking the computer around to do, reports and different shit like that. You know what I mean? There are all kinds of book bags out there with all kinds of styles, with all kinds of pocket junks. And if you want, like you said, you got camera ones, they got special ones that is made for cameras that will hold every type of lens and different cameras and all the shit you need.
Bro, I have one.
Plus up. Yeah, I see yours.
Yeah, my shit is some shit. That was a $250 bag.
15-inch computer and shit.
That's a $250 camera bag. I have 5 lenses in that bitch. I have recording. I have my H1 Zoom for recording interviews with my rodeo mic with a set of headphones. I got all battery backup shit, all my clips, harnesses for my camera. I got a 70 to 200 millimeter lens in that bitch. I got 2 camera bodies in that shit. All battery backups, all the cables and wires I would need if I sat down somewhere to charge. I got a charger for my phone in that shit. The portable charger, and it's not a small one. It's like a 26,000 megahertz or whatever that shit is.
Yeah, that one that can like charge your phone multiple times.
I can charge
like
4 devices with that
to
bitch.
100.
Yeah, I can charge 4 devices with that bitch. Okay. I am fully prepared and stocked with my camera bag, and that bitch don't come off my back. And I brought one that don't have no pockets on the part that isn't touching my back. So you can't even open it from like if the part that's facing away from my back that sticks out, you can't open my bag that way. The zipper is on the inside that touches my back.
Oh, see, that's some nice security shit.
Yeah,
right there.
you can't get in my bag. There's no way you cannot get in my bag from behind me. You got to take it off my back.
Them shits are comfortable. They're well balanced, so you can have those shits on your back, and after a while, you don't even feel it.
Yep. But Ern don't have none of this shit. He just carrying around whole albums
in a duffel bag,
right? In a Vietnam vintage bag. And now his laptop is missing. And he didn't even say what was on it. He was freaking out. My question is, one, why would he have Paper Boi's album? But he should have Paper Boi's album, right? Because he the manager.
He the manager.
God damn.
Like he should have, like the stuff that people are saying that he might have lost, he should have.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other part though is, why did you bring the laptop there?
Bruh, oh my God.
If you're doing a 1-2 days at the most show, what you need a laptop for? Like y'all ain't about to go to the studio, he ain't about to record.
Why you got his laptop though? I mean, why you got his album on your shit? I just don't understand. It's just so many questions. I don't understand why he would have it on there at all. But too late now. He got this shit on there. Something on there. We gonna find out. Cause at that point, I feel like Paper Boi gotta beat his ass. Like that's the next ass whooping he's supposed to get. If Paper Boi's album was on there. And they just left. Cause even Darius was like,
I was up there
back.
and he ain't had no more backups. Yeah.
It's not even that.
Whooping.
If Paper Boi's album is on there, it's gonna get leaked.
I feel you just cause. I feel you.
Yeah. Like if his album up there, it could get leaked. But also now you point out the whole ain't no backups. Yeah, that's a problem as well. But yeah, so Ern flips the fuck out, and now he want to be the Hulk. Now he big and bad, and he hood and shit. He hops the railing because he got agility now. And he knocks on the door and he kicks the door, and Darius tried to back him away, but he kind of pushes Darius off, and Darius like, damn, yo, you tripping. Tracy in the background laughing like your cousin tripping. Like you say, like you pointed out earlier, Twan, Paper Boi is in the back pleading with him, saying he literally says, don't do this to me, Ern. Because he know that they, the both of them, I think, was still on probation or whatever, and they could get into trouble. Tracy yells, nigga, I'm on probation. And Ern pulls a fucking fire alarm. And that's when Paper Boi is like, man, I'm leaving with or without you. And he bounces. So Ern turns around, grabs his shit, and they go. They get in the car. Tracy is the only one laughing because I think everybody else is kind of tired. Darius quiet regardless, but Tracy's cracking jokes. And
Tracy got a fucking flintlock pistol.
He do.
He got a full. You got to pull out a tiny ball, pop it in there, bite your, put your gunpowder in there, pull out the little thing, pack it down. He got a full flintlock pistol.
And he's laughing at Ern because I'm sorry, man. Like he's looking at the situation like at least we got away. And the first person you gonna start cracking jokes on in that situation is Ern because Ern just wilded the fuck out. Despite the fact that Tracy almost killed a girl the night before, Ern just lost his shit. And like there's no explanation for why he did that. Why he went about doing that.
When he did it though, because he had to feel like pistol, I thought Tracy didn't say nothing to Ern to Ern say something to him.
He said,
Ern said, "Did you first?" Ern was like, "Did you steal that?" And he was like, "What did you, campus police? All that stuff."
No, he was joking.
Oh no, he might have said like he just said, Tracy, I need like, would you just be quiet, please, something like that. He said something to Tracy. And Tracy was just in there talking.
No, he said to hold on. He said to Earn, he was like, you pulling that. He was basically talking about what they had just experienced. And he was like,
yeah, like you pulling that fire alarm was crazy, man.
Yeah, basically he was actually scolding him. He was like, you pulling that fire alarm on him. Now that was fucked up, man. You ain't have to do that. Kicking the door. You think a woman gonna open the door for you like that, kicking the door? And you listening to what Tracy's saying, and it's like, nigga, you just tried to push her down the steps and you tried to kill her last night. Now you trying to school me on chivalry? You almost mushed her to death. So how ironic it was that the nigga that just tried to kill this same girl is now telling you can't kick a woman front door to get her to open it. You got to be chivalrous. And he says something like, he starts talking to Paper Boi, and he says something like, man, you gotta watch out for him, boy. He get mad, man. Your cousin get mad, man. You gotta watch out for him. And that's when Earn is like, oh, you gotta look out for me. You gotta watch out for me now, or whatever. And Tracy is like, yeah, nigga, you crazy. Something. But he's still joking. And that's when he pulls out the pistol. And Earn is like, nigga, did you steal that? And no, like, Paper Boi saw him pull out the pistol. Paper Boi ain't blinking that shit. Yeah, he stole it. He Tracy. Not surprised by this. And I mean, he stole a pistol from a bunch of fucking white boys who are Confederate racists. I'm not really shedding no tears over this shit. Ain't no honor amongst savages. And, Earn is like, yo, did you steal that? And this is the second time he has hit Earn with the, man, damn, man, what is you, campus police? Because early in the episode, he said, damn, man, what is you, Fulton County police? When Earn was like, you can't come with us because ain't you on probation? And they get quiet. And Earn, what finally sets him off is Tracy playing with the gun and turning around and pretending to shoot. And Earn kind of, jumping at it. Now, personally, I didn't think the shit was that funny. But I think everything is funnier when you angry. People are laughing at you more when you angry. That's how you feel.
And it was also kind of like a release the tension moment, right? They had all been through some shit. It all been crazy, and then when he goes to like, "Wow, look at him, man!" It just makes you like, it was like that tension getting released.
True, but I think it was at his expense because he clearly was pissed.
It is at his expense. It is totally at his expense,
right?
But I mean, nigga, we done been 4 deep in the car and we talking about each other.
True.
You know what I mean?
And you don't try to fight your boys. You take it. Like you know, it ain't your moment to laugh.
4 deep in the car and fight people. Or something happen, you might be mad because something happened, you getting joked on, right? And you might be like, man, fuck y'all, man, fuck y'all. Like you might say some shit like that, but it don't never, you know what I mean? It don't never go that joke. That's normal.
It don't escalate to pull the car off. We need to fight. Now I will say there are times where niggas have fought, and you just needed to let them niggas fight because that was the only way that shit was gonna get settled for whatever reason. But he tells them to pull over. They fight. And my God, when Earn put his dukes up against a jailhouse nigga, that's when I knew it was over. Cause there's this small ounce of maybe Earn can actually fight when he crazy, he mad, and he upset. You know, the same way white mamas be like, I had to save my baby, so I lifted up a whole car. Maybe. When that nigga put up his dukes, man, and his dukes was like flimsy. His arms look like wet noodles. That's when I knew he was going to get his ass beat. And he missed them first unnecessary jabs. He got decked right in his face. And that was basically the warning punch.
And also, because I'm very adept at fights. Because I avoided them for a long time. Earn should have known. In the way that he dodged the punches, that nigga didn't lean his head all the way back.
Nope.
That nigga didn't fully duck and lose sight of who he fighting, that nigga leaned to the side and to the other side. Like, A, he done been in a bunch of fights, and B, he done took boxing lessons.
Bruh.
Because that's how a boxer
That's how you bob and
dodges
weave.
punches. You never get your eyes off. He leaned to the side, keeping his opponent right in his eyesight. When he do the first jump and he said, shoot, shoot, and just smacked him in the face, right then should have been like, all right, cool, man, let's get back in the car.
Fight's over.
Man.
And that was his chance to leave.
And know when you get back in the car, like, you gonna get joked on and take that shit and go home and sleep. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
but that's not what happened, because Earn is Earn. Earn got hit and fell into him. Fight was over. Like, any UFC ref would have ended that fight right there.
that nigga got hit. It was like, hold up. He got hit and went to a knee. He's like,
he got hit and went, oh shit, punches hurt. like
yeah.
That's how he got hit.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, like I done made a bad decision. And this whole time Tracy's like, come on, man, stop. So then Earn does, I'm not even that mad at her. Earn tries to go for a body and stuff.
I am definitely mad at him trying that, because he don't have no body strength.
You can't swing, but you go like, and then like he puts me like he puts like almost like in the head like kind of full. So he gotta push away like stop.
He don't have no body strength. Tracy is bigger than him, and Tracy is actually trying to pull him off of him, and Earn gets some old bullshit ass lucky hit. As Tracy is not defending himself, he just trying to calm him down.
He basically flailing.
Well, he's trying to calm him down, right? And he catches him, and Tracy's like, "Oh, for real?" And Earn says, "Yeah, nigga, yeah." And I was like, "My God, boy,
you about to die."
My God, are you talking shit?
I thought he was gonna get one good hit, and that was gonna be it. Nah.
He basically walks up to him and grabs him by the lower face and punches him in the upper face like 4 times.
Shit. That shit hurt me watching.
It was like Earn forgot he was fighting.
Falls on his like koosh, like head just going backwards as he get hit.
He falls on the ground, and Tracy wants to stomp on him, and Paper Boi is like, "Hey man, Tracy," and Tracy's like, "Your cousin, man." And he turns around to walk away, but he know what type of mind frame Earn is in. That nigga not done. He gets up, he tries to tackle Tracy. Tracy is bigger than him, more solid than him. Tracy basically picks him up and
throws him straight down.
He throws him straight down on his face. I'm not even sure how he mathematically did that. Cause he grabbed him by his underwear like he was gonna give him, which he gave him a wedgie, by the way. My God. Picks him up by his underwear, but slams him face first onto the street.
That's a wrestling move. Like in wrestling, you take back bumps and then there's a front bump, right? Where you fall flat. You gotta learn how to fall flat. That's basically what that nigga did. He picked him up and just threw him down and dropped with him. If he had held on the Earn and like dropped into a seat position holding him, it'd have been a wrestling move.
Look, all I know is the sound that man's face made when it hit the street. And then you watch all of them just slowly get back in the car like, well, that nigga might not. And I honestly thought that they was going to leave him there. For a second, I thought they was going to leave him there, but they wait for him to get up and get back in the car. And he does. And you see that his face is fucked. And Tracy is up front with this look of like, I told that nigga. And they just pull off. And that's the end of the episode. They show the previews for next week. And it is Earn as a child in school getting picked on. So we about to get his story now. Like, I watched this episode, man, and I don't have no sympathy for Earn's character. I just don't have none. I don't know what Earn was thinking, but matter of fact, he wasn't thinking. So we got 2 episodes left. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm worried. One of them niggas come back with a gun, try to shoot the club up.
I don't think Ern gonna do all that.
Man, he ain't got nothing left, bruh.
I give you that.
What he got to lose? But we'll see. We will see next week. So, as usual, we appreciate everybody for listening to the podcast. Thank you to the YouTube folks. Hold on. I forgot. I put these quotes in here for a reason. When Ern says, pull over so I can fight this nigga, yeah, you dumb country nigga. He says, pull the car over so I can fight this nigga. And Tracy says, fight this nigga.
Yes.
And then Tracy says, man, listen, if this car stop, I'm going to give you these fucking hands. Yeah.
Like he warned him, like he straight up warned him, if this car stops, like this is it. Like, that's why Al keeps moving, man. Al doesn't even slow down. Al like, I'm gonna let y'all argue, and then I'm gonna keep driving, and y'all gonna be done.
Bruh, if this car stops, I'm gonna give you these fucking hands. Might be the most nigga threat of 2018.
Nigga.
If we stop for gas, I'm gonna give you these fucking hands. If the tire blow out, I'm gonna give you these fucking hands. Nigga, if the alternator decides to stop alternating,
like,
I'm gonna give you these fucking hands.
You said the alternator start
alternating. I'm gonna give you these fucking hands.
It'll stop alternating.
I'm gonna give you these fucking hands. At that point, if the car started to slow down, I'm jumping out and pushing it because I ain't trying to get these hands.
Nigga, we get stuck in traffic on 85.
Nigga, you better hope we get all the green lights and catch a mean yellow. Because if this car stops, give you these fucking hands. Yeah, it was real. And we saw how real it got. So we'll see y'all next week for episode 10 of Atlanta Robin season 2. This has been Phenom Black and Twan Burgundy from Where's My 40 Acres podcast. Make sure if you are listening to this and you enjoy these podcasts that you go ahead and you subscribe on your favorite podcast network, iTunes, Google Play, Podcast Addict. Make sure you search for Where's My 40 Acres with the apostrophe and where's to find the podcast. But if you want the RSS feed, of course, the RSS feed is where's my40acres.com/feed/podcast. And other than that, we appreciate everybody for listening. Tell a friend, spread the word, let them know. The best Atlanta recaps is here. And once this season ends, come back and join us for recaps of Secure Season 2 in preparation for Season 3 whenever we get that date. All right. We'll holler at y'all next time. Poor Ern. Peace.